We are here. Hey. We all made it. Tonight, we are extra lucky to have this wonderful singer-songwriter named Taylor Shae, who just appeared on my radar a month ago. You were playing at the A-Loft on the Songwriter
A-Lodge.
A-Lodge, sorry. Mm-hmm. The A-Lodge in Lyons.
Just right down the street.
Detchen Hawk runs that. He's been on this thing a couple times, and he introduced us, I believe. And I heard you play one of the songs we're going to play later on, and it just blew my mind. And I'm really excited that you're here, and we're psyched that we just put this band together. We have Scott Coulter on keys, Bradley Morse on bass, Joe Mazza on guitar. Yeah, we're all graduating. We're congratulating ourselves. We haven't done anything yet. But yeah, exactly. And the audience.
We showed up.
But we all showed up and we made it. But yeah, this is really great stuff. And I just wanted to ask you just a couple questions to start. So you said you grew up around music and you were just in it all the time. Your mother taught in the school system and your dad's a guitar player. And can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, my parents met in a band in college, like a punk.
A punk band? That's
punk,
awesome.
like hair band, kind of rock band. And so, yeah, music growing up.
I love him already.
Oh, yeah, you should meet him.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, wife. Thank you, lovely Jessie. I forgot my music stand light. And I wrote her on the chat. Thank you, Jessie. Jesse's the best.
The real MVP. Yeah, but music was always around growing up, and then I started on piano and got into jazz band, played a little saxophone.
Really? Nice.
In high school, and then did choirs all throughout high school. Did a teen rock band in high school as well, but yeah, I didn't start doing music like in this way until like 5 or 6 years ago. So.
Wow. Well, it's really found its way into you because just hearing these songs and your lyrics and everything, it's really great. So why don't we start with a song? And we've got a tune called Street Sweepers. Is there a story behind this one?
Yeah, so this is actually one of those songs that I wrote in like 10 minutes or something. It was just one that just came together all at once. Like all the lyrics just flooded out, and I didn't end up changing any of it after that.
Those are the best ones, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when those do come out. It's kind of special. But yeah, I was at CSU studying like environmental sustainability. I had a class that was really like impactful to me. And like right after that class one day, I just was super inspired and like kind of frustrated about like everything that's going on in the world with like climate change and just
Islands
like
of plastic.
the overwhelmingness of it all.
Yeah.
That I like went right to the practice room and I like wrote this song right after. So
Wow. Well, I'm psyched. This is Street Sweeper by Taylor Shae. I'll count you in and we'll get going.
Sweet. Street sweeper, don't bother coming yonder down the road. Legend keeper, the book's got something they can no longer hold. Wise teacher, there's no one in these parts to take it in. Kind people, some things can't be fixed with a smile. How come these wheels are turning but there is no change? All these years are burning but no wiser we gain. All these things we ought to be learning are a source of shame. Might as well turn to stone. There's something about the color of our water. Flame fire, watch out for the heaviness of the air. Filthy liars, gather round, we got a place for you in town square. Bus driver, the next stop is many miles away from here. How come these wheels are turning but there is no change? All these years are burning but no wiser we gain. All these things we had to be learning are a source of shame. Might as well turn to stone.
Drummer got a little excited for the end right there. That was really cool. So you got upset. You went out. You wrote it in 10 minutes. You've put out 4 albums, and you're only 22. You started your first album at 16.
Yeah, way back in sophomore year of high school.
And so how did you get into the writing process? I mean, you said you grew up around music, but what were first of all, who were the influences that you were listening to? And then how did you start messing around writing your own stuff?
Yeah, so my very, very early influences, I remember having like an iPod, like one of the iPod touches, or not a touch, like the kind where you can't like see anything.
I still have one.
Yeah, those are great actually.
I don't use it, but I still have it.
But I only had 2 artists on there, and I like didn't know how to add more songs. But it was like Lisa Loeb, and Carrie Underwood.
Awesome.
Enough, yeah.
And so you just had those on 24/7?
Yeah, like on road trips. Yeah, when I was growing up, like listening on that was really fun. But now I listen to a lot of Blackberry Smoke and Chris Stapleton, Grace Potter, Nikki Bloom, like kind of that rootsy, bluesy rock stuff. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's great. I wanted to ask you, you have a new release coming out. Is this next song the new?
Yeah.
The new release?
It's coming out on January 6th.
Okay.
And it's a song called Small Town America.
And give us the story. How did you write this, or what were your influences behind it?
Yeah. So this song, actually, I wrote like a year or 2 ago when I was in college living with like 3 other roommates at the time. So I remember like being holed up in my closet writing this song.
And this is at CSU?
Yeah, this is at CSU.
Up in Fort Collins?
Yeah, in Fort Collins. And this was the time, like that one fall where the fires were really, really bad.
Oh, yeah. We remember that.
Yeah. And like when you went outside, it was just like apocalyptic, basically.
Yeah,
and like there'd be ash on your face and stuff. So I remember we couldn't really do anything fun. So like our thing to do was just go like drive around, or like drive to Wyoming to like have cleaner air, or just yeah, just get in the car and drive. That was kind of our thing that during that time. So that's kind of what this was inspired by.
That was a couple years ago, October. Was that right?
I think so.
Yeah, we had the big Cameron fire west of us. We had 3 of them here. We had one in Boulder, and then we had the big one, and then there was the one that was coming down at Estes Park. That was scary, man.
Yeah, seriously.
So, okay. Well, let's give this one a shot. This is Small Town America by Taylor Shae, and I'll count you in, I think.
Grew up thin, being something someday was a sin, on a path that's going nowhere. When I wasn't working, I was with my friends. There wasn't much to do except pretend we're brave enough to drive through the dead end. But I always knew I was meant for more. Got up again with each slamming door. Got used to sleeping out on the floorboards. Would we go out of this town? We drive around, we drive around, we drive around. Leave behind all of the sound, all of the sound. Neighbors a little too well, their dirty secrets and their wishing wells. Got enough dirt to make me a man. Some folks pick up work at the county jail. Some open up shops, some are wide to fail. Feet off the ground, but barely dragging. Barely dragging. Would we go out of this town? We drive around, we drive around. Westward bound. for the dust made, for the grit, every face, every name. Never forget it, making up the lungs that keep on breathing. And we keep on breathing through every haze. We pick up the slack we had in the blaze. We create, we remake, we show through what we take. See it in you, my friend. When we go out of this town, we drive around, we drive around, we drive around. Leave behind all of the sound, all of the sound. When we're out on a drive, we are alive, we are alive, we are alive. If we go out of this town, westward bound, small town America, where you're lost and found. When I wasn't working, I was with my friends. There wasn't much to do except pretend we're brave enough to drive through the dead ends.
Wow. That's a rocker. Thanks, Joe, for bringing the rock there.
Yeah, that
was,
rocked.
That was Joe's bringing the rock.
It's my pleasure.
It's always our pleasure to bring the rock. So if you're just joining us, this is Taylor Shae on volume.com on the Wreckingroom channel. I see some people in the chat. Amazing, sound great, sound proud, so proud. That might be, is that a parent or a friend?
Sounds like a certain aunt
Could be an aunt. Show wheeler?
or a certain. Oh yeah, that's my aunt.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Suzette.
All right. Yeah, so we're just, the whole deal of this show is we just hang out and we play songs and we talk about artists and we get to know each other. Taylor just showed up this afternoon and we ran through all the stuff. Hopefully keep our fingers crossed that we don't have any technical problems. We had some this afternoon, but we'll just keep rolling. If we don't, looks like the stream went down for a second, but I'm sure, or maybe it's my computer connection. Anyway, so, wow, powerful. That comes out January
6th.
January 6th.
Mm-hmm.
And are you doing any kind of radio promotion on that, or have you thought about that, or? I got
not
a
at the
guy for
moment.
you.
Oh, okay.
It's really great, and I love the. So, can you tell me a little bit about the arrangement? Because it looks like you and whoever you worked with had quite a bit of thought put into this. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of came together. I tried to just kind of map out the whole song to start and kind of make like a little demo for it. But yeah, it is kind of like that middle part. I don't really remember exactly how that came together, but yeah, I don't know. That didn't really answer your
really
question.
cool
but
stuff. Well, yeah, but I mean, it was just there's a whole lot of thought put into these little parts that you guys did, and
yeah,
and
I feel like I just get like a lot of ideas in my brain, and it helps when I have someone who can like make it happen.
yeah, yeah, that's really helpful. Well, you guys made it happen really well. So
Yeah, thank you.
So back to your story. I don't have any of your paper in front of me, but you won some awards with your songwriting. One of them was the 2017 with E-Town. Is that right?
Yeah, E-Town Handmade Songs.
Handmade
yep.
songs. Can you tell us about that experience?
Yeah, I sang my song "Alive Not Broken," and I remember like it was a really weird experience because I didn't make it into the finals, but then afterwards Nick Forster was like, "I think we're gonna put you in the finals." It was kind of a interesting situation, and I felt really grateful to him because that was such a cool experience. That was my first time ever recording in like a really professional studio.
Yes,
with, like
they've got a wonderful
pro
place over
producer, and it was so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Did Nick produce the song?
It was Todd Ayers.
Todd Ayers, yeah, I know Todd.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He lives
It's
in
so
Lyons.
cool.
Did you know that?
No.
Todd lives like
What?
right over there.
What?
Yeah. I'm telling you, Lyons is like where everyone ends up,
It's the spot.
at some point.
Yeah.
So you did that, and then what are some of the other awards that you had?
Yeah, I got to do the Boulder County Artist in Residence, which was a really cool opportunity that I...
That was at Caribou?
Yeah, the Caribou Ranch, where I basically just got to spend a week up in Netherlands at Caribou Ranch, which is like a burned down recording studio.
Famous recording
studio,
Mike,
right.
was it Michael Jackson, Elton John? I mean, everybody. Chicago. Keep going, right?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
John Lennon was there.
John Lennon.
I think he recorded just one tune, but yeah, he was definitely there. There's photos of him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that was so fun. I just got to be in the wilderness, and there was nobody around, and I could just like hike,
Chill.
write songs. I recorded like 2 music videos while I was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
And
So
can you
cool.
plug your socials real quick while we're talking about your
Yeah.
YouTube or all that stuff?
Yeah, all of my socials, so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, are all Taylor Shae Music.
That's easy. Mm-hmm. That's smart. Don't be like me. I got all the wrong ones. Okay, well, let's move on with our next hard song. I call it hard. Hands Up. Can you tell us a little bit about this one and how it came to be?
Yeah, sure. I tend to write, especially lately, I've been writing songs kind of with these characters, corrupt characters usually outlaws.
Yeah.
And this is one of those. It's called Hands Up, and it's about getting caught when you're stealing a bank or something. So,
So did you watch any movies that kind of brought this on, or is there any imagery that brought it forward, or did it just pop in your head from something?
I don't know exactly where it comes from, but I do know I was kind of obsessed with The Rifleman as a
Okay.
kid.
Uh-huh.
It's just like a Western TV show.
Awesome.
Mark McCain and Lucas McCain. But I don't know. Maybe it's that.
All right. Well, this is Hands Up by Taylor Shae on the Wreckingroom channel on volume.com.
On and 2 months off. There are no signs that this will stop. A sinking spell, no time to waste. Always looking left, avoid mistakes. This time, all on the line. The river cuts right through my soul. Years of highs and deadly lows, sadly smiling, gentle glow. Endless years and time to go. I stay my way, no way. Daylight's fading and there's no debating that I spend too much time in this life. I'm in, I'm caught, hands up, let's talk. Oh, I walk around with bills to pay. My middle name, it's washed away. I've got no children to carry me on as I play my part. New city, new calm, it's on. in my name forever. I'll get sing again. Oh, now I walk around with bells to pay my middle name. It's washed away, I've got no children to carry me on as I play my part. New city, new con, it's on, I'm gone for too long. Daylight's fading and there's no debating that I spend too much time in this line. I'm in, I'm cut, hands up, let's talk. I'm in, I'm cut, hands up, let's talk. I'm in, I'm cut, hands up, let's talk.
You're busted.
Oh no.
So is that the song that comes to your head like when the lights go on behind you when you're driving down the street?
Pretty much.
you turn that on the CD player. Busted. Wow, really great stuff. This is the meet the band portion of the evening. We're going to meet our great keyboard player tonight, Scott Coulter. Ta-da!
Hey there, is this on?
Yeah, you're on. So you got to step on that thing to talk. So Bradley recommended you. You've been in Boulder, I don't know how long, but you play with Bradley in the Gasoline Lollipops. That's all I know. And that you went to Juilliard or something. One of those schools? I don't know.
Close enough. I went to all of them. No,
You went to all of them.
I went to NEC, New England Conservatory.
Oh
up in
yeah,
Boston.
that's even that's like the next notch up.
I don't know. But yeah, it was great. It was a great place.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where are you from originally?
So I grew up in Colorado. I grew up in just outside of Boulder.
Okay.
I was here till I was 20, and then I went out east. I was in Boston, and I lived in Philadelphia for about 18 years.
Really?
Yep. And my wife and I moved back to Colorado last summer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you happen to know a keyboard player named John Stanger?
Oh, I know that name.
Yeah, he was out there, and then another guy's name will come to my head, a guitar player who's awesome. He teaches at CU, I believe.
I think I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name either.
Yeah. Tim.
Yes.
Tim Wendell.
Tim
Yep.
Wendell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My first gig here ever was with Tim.
Yeah. So did you know him out there or
I
here?
didn't. No.
Wow.
No.
Yeah. Well, it's a big city.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming. I mean, he just said, "Oh, you're gonna be knocked out," and I'm totally knocked out. I heard you in the rehearsal and stuff, and it's really great. And what you're adding to this whole thing. I mean, she was like freaking out. She was like, "Oh my god." So you're here, and then what are the projects that you do around here? You know.
I think right now, probably mostly just the gas pops, really. Yeah. I wear a lot of hats, so I do multiple things. But yeah, music, it's mostly the gas pops, and yeah, hoping to bridge out a little bit. But
Well, we're going to see you here more often. Hopefully, if we can twist your arm to come back.
if you could, a Hammond B3 is like, you know the old cartoons, and they put like a piece of meat under like a trapdoor and they catch that's the guy. And
That's how you
wander
catch
in.
the keyboard.
Oh yeah, just stick a B3 in front of me. I'll wander in off the street. You can pay me in like M&Ms.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Right now. Well, you have M&Ms coming your way. Got your rider.
Hey, there you go.
Well, thank you so much. It's really, really great stuff.
Oh, it's
And
great being here.
We're definitely going to be psyched to have you back and do lots of things. So back to Taylor. That was actually kind of a nice little transition because you and Scott are going to bring us in Amarillo. You're going to take us to church a little bit. Can you tell us about Amarillo?
Yeah. This is another one of those songs that just came out really fast all at once. But yeah, it's actually it's a song about someone special that I know that was kind of going through something at the time, and kind of just like needing that like where does this path lead? Like, how am I going to get out of this kind of situation? So, yeah, it's kind of about like holding on to that hope. Yeah. So this is Amarillo.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's Sunday, my reparations due. A stepping stone, life's gone askew. But a veneer always gets in the way of my good view. It's Sunday, my reparations due. Another night in Amarillo. It's sad to think, don't I know? Show me the rest of this road. Thoughts that used to be inviting are in every way fighting my ability to carry this load. Show me the rest of this road. So much for surefire plan. When the dust rolls in and collects in my hands, but I can't hang on any more than a working man can. So much for surefire plan. Another night in Amarillo. It's sad to think, don't I know? Show me the rest of this road. Thoughts that used to be inviting are in every way fighting my ability to carry this load. Show me the rest of this road. Cornerstone of life as I know is testing how far I can throw. One of these days my withering strength will show. The cornerstone of life as I know. Another night in Amarillo. It's sad to think, don't I know? Show me the rest of this road. Thoughts that used to be inviting are in every way fighting my ability to carry this load. Show me the rest of this road. Show me the rest of this road. Show me the rest of this road.
Wow. So powerful. It's great. Scott, thanks for the solo. I wish, you know, I feel bad that the camera is to your back, because if the camera could have seen the facial expressions you had while you were playing.
I'm missing all the facial expressions.
There's one up on the ceiling that's kind of shooting down on him, and I'm watching him just totally dig in. It was amazing.
I swear,
That's
every time I
amazing.
catch a shot of me from a show, I have a look like I'm just bored stiff. And it's not a reflection of the gas pops. I love playing with the gas pops.
Yeah, sure,
So,
Scott. Sure.
If you find a shot of me actually making a good face, send it to me.
All right. Well, I'm going to take one from here while we're going. Speaking of the gas pops, why don't we jump over to the aquarium over there and meet Mr. Bradley Morse.
Hey. Hi, y'all.
So Bradley, see, where did I don't know where I met you, but we had you in here with Bonnie and Taylor.
Yeah.
That was
We met
about
years ago too. We were on like a recording session at
Oh,
Coop.
yes.
I'm not sure if that's where we met though.
Yes.
That was like 2016 or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Back in the old days.
Back in the old days.
But yeah, so we were able to do a stream here with Bonnie and Taylor Sims. You know Bonnie and Taylor? You've met-
Yeah.
They're phenomenal. we had a total blast with them, and you know, we made sure I got his number and everything,
Yeah.
and then when I heard your stuff, I was like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
went searching through the little library,
I like
and it
how
was
you
just like,
think.
I was like, oh yeah, this guy. So
Got bonus with Scott on it too, which is good.
yeah,
of
and
course.
you recommended Scott, which is
yeah,
so
and
great.
You're my go-to, Scott. Thank you, buddy. Love playing with you, man.
I'm happy to oblige.
Yes.
So you're in Lafayette?
I'm in Longmont now.
Longmont. You're in
Yeah,
Longmont.
I may have been in Lafayette last time we played here, possibly.
So you just
I
moved?
don't know. Well, yeah, I was like I guess no, I just moved to Longmont. It was last December.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so I may have been just over. Yeah, but anyways, it'll be coming up on a year. So yeah.
And you have a newborn?
17 months now. 17 months, and I have a 3.5-year-old, both
Wow.
2 little girls. So I'm in the
Busy.
thick of it. Yeah.
Busy. Well, thanks for having the time and
Oh,
putting
of course.
the time
Thank
into these
my
songs.
wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's a saint.
We would love to
Yes.
thank your wife. What's your wife's name?
Kirsten.
Kirsten.
Yes,
Thank you, Kirsten.
She's watching, yes. Well, she's
Um,
probably with the kids, honestly.
Right.
Yeah, so,
right. She's watching
yeah,
Daddy on
yeah,
TV.
Exactly.
Yeah, we have some people. We are so proud of you. Loved watching The Rifleman with you.
That sounds like
That sounds like Gramps.
Gramps, yeah.
Gramps. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Gramps and Pac.
Amazing. All right, back to you.
Yes.
We're not done with you yet.
Yeah.
I just want to say I feel so lucky to play with all of you. It's been so
Oh.
amazing. Yeah.
Thanks for
I don't
having
get to
us.
play with like a full band very often, much less like a band of this caliber. So
Well,
thanks
we'd like to
for
thank
learning my songs.
we'd like to thank Volume.com for helping us put this on
Oh,
because
yeah.
they help
Thank you, Volume.
they help
Yeah.
sponsor this room, and they're the ones that can allow me to kind of reach out and do these
Absolutely,
kind of things.
yeah.
So thanks to Volume.com. But back to Taylor, Holding On. That's our next song. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that? Is there a little story?
This was oddly enough for my senior thesis. I decided to write a song and release it, and I don't know. I twisted it into a project. So, but yeah, I was like just about to graduate, and it was like the craziest semester like ever. Like all these people like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. I'm sure like every like graduating senior would faces that like kind of that
What
unknown
class was
of
it?
what's next. It was like just like a senior honors thesis or something.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I just wrote this song kind of about like, you know, like all these people are telling me what I should do and stuff. But at the end of the day, I was like, I don't know. I just knew that like music would always like be a part of whatever it is that I ended up doing. So
Awesome.
that's how the song came out. Yeah.
Well, let's do it. This is Holding On by Taylor Shae. Joe, I'm going to count you in, right? All right. Here it comes.
Sometimes you see it, and then it's gone. Take your aim, chase every flame that flickers off and on. Just when you need it, it's hard to find. Thinking the path you're on seems wrong, look at you left behind. Leaving or lasting, all this life is asking. Gotta pay your dues, sometimes you lose. Turn every stone, break every bone just to light the fuse. And when the noise is all around, gotta yell, gotta raise hell just to make a sound. Cities are passing, all this life is asking is that I keep holding on, holding on, holding on. I'm holding on till the moment it's gone. Through the highs and the nights that are long, whether they gather or they scatter, I still carry my song. 'Cause I'm holding on, oh, I'm holding on. Taking corners blind, every road each lit up sign. The voice that's caught up in the wind is crying out from deep within. Everyone here has a story to sell, but I'm not quite sure just what I tell. Even when it seems it's almost gone, even when the ground I'm standing on shakes and rattles and breaks upon the weight of one where I belong. I'm holding on, holding on, holding on. I'm holding on till the moment it's gone. Through the highs and the nights that are long, whether they gather or they scatter, I still carry my song. 'Cause I'm holding on, oh, I'm holding on. I'm holding on. I'm holding on. I'm holding on, oh, I'm holding on. I'm holding on till the moment it's gone.
If I would have held onto that stick a little better, I wouldn't have dropped it at the end. That was a blast. Wow. So, what do you have coming up? Well, I'll let you finish your drink first. We're going to talk to Joe Mazza while you're drinking. Joe Mazza while he's tuning.
Hey, hey.
Joe is a
both.
great guitar player who moved all around. You went to Miami, you lived in Nashville, you did the whole,
Lots of places.
been around,
Been
played a lot
around,
of stuff.
been around, everywhere, man.
Thanks for coming up again. It's been a blast having you up here. When I
Yeah,
heard this
so
music,
fun.
I was just like, ding, ding. And
Yeah, it's
immediately,
Great songs. So
yeah, the songs
a
are
lot of fun.
phenomenal. Her voice is phenomenal. We're having a blast out here.
Oh, thank you.
So what's the other instrument you're playing, Joe? You've got guitar and you're rocking what else?
This beautiful lap steel, wherever the camera is.
Yeah, it's right there.
That
Yeah.
cannot be yours, but is mine. And it is, I think it's a 1940s Oahu Tone Master lap steel.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I found this in a pawn shop in Nashville. So some guy lost his gig, and I got his guitar.
Wow.
This is
That's
how
so
that
cool.
works.
Is there a T-shirt that says that?
There probably is.
Or that's a lyric for a song.
and it's
right
probably
I'll write that
karma
down,
that,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But no, I've had this guitar, this lap steel for a long time, and it's a really cool instrument. Yeah.
That's awesome. Back to you, Taylor. What do you have coming up? What's going on in life musically? Do you have any? You know, you've got this record, this new single coming out.
Yeah.
Anything else coming out with shows or writing or stuff?
Yeah, I've got a couple shows in January coming up. On the 13th, I'll be at New Belgium Brewing in Fort Collins. And the 28th, I believe I'll be at the Magic Rat, also in Fort Collins.
The Magic Rat?
Yes.
I haven't heard of it.
It's so magical, you know.
Is it cool? Good room?
Yeah, it's a good room. Yeah, it's Bohemian Foundation.
Oh yeah, so it's a good room.
Good room. Yeah.
That's all you gotta know. And then, one more thing, are you working at that music district thing?
Yeah, I work at the Music District.
Can you tell us about that and how long it's been going and a little bit?
Yeah. So I've been there about a year, and I'm their communications person. So I get to do all the fun like social media, website, graphics, all that fun stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long you been there?
About a year. Yeah.
And didn't that thing just come up in the last like 5 years or something? Or?
Yeah, we just turned 6 like in September. So yeah, so any musicians who are tuning in, it's like super great place to.
And you've got rehearsal space and recording equipment and.
Exactly, like all of that and cool programs, all the stuffs. Yeah. And
I'm spacing my banjo buddy's name.
Kyle.
Kyle James
Yeah.
Hauser, yes. And so he produces up there and.
Yeah, he's the artist development manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell him I want to say hi to him.
Yeah. You should also get Alicia Kraft on here.
Okay.
She works.
We'll make
there
a little
too.
list
Yeah.
when we're done.
Should be great. Yeah,
she would be so
sweet.
great.
She'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, cool. Well, let's jump into another song, I guess. The next one up for bids is American Dream. Can you tell us about that one?
Yes. Yeah, this is just a song about being really excited about like a new idea or a dream or maybe like a new invention or something new that's exciting and you're working really hard to make it happen. So this is American Dream.
Awesome.
Tell me something I won't forget, like a Ferris wheel that hasn't been built yet, or a carnival ride that only exists in your head. Take me to the place on your made-up jet and remind me again while we're waiting for life to begin. I think we're on to something, even though we're made out of nothing. Put my last penny on this dream. See the world when it's open, barely off the ground, still open. We'll make our American dream. Make me an American dream. Differences a crack under the sheen. Gloss over all the details till it seems like we're a world away, and we can say the past has been redeemed. Take me up the spaceship's magic beam, so I can feel what it's like to throw it all away and enjoy the ride. I think we're on to something, even though we're made out of nothing. Put my last penny on this dream. See the world when it's open, barely off the ground, but still open. We'll make our American dream. while we're waiting for life to begin. I think we're on to something, even though we're made out of nothing. For a mindless penny on the stream. See the well and it's open, barely off the ground, but still open. We'll make an American dream. Make me an American dream. Oh no, make me an American dream. Make me an American dream.
Anthemic? Can you say anthemic? Makes you want to have the... Do we have anybody with the lighters out there? Do we have some volume people out here with your lighters on?
Or
Hey,
phone
Ben.
flashlights.
Thanks for checking us out, Ben. Ben's got a show called Amplified where he interviews people around Atlanta, Georgia, all kinds of creators, whether they be people that, anything from scoring films to reading tarot cards to all kinds of stuff. Really cool show on Wednesday nights. We're kind of up against him tonight, but looks like he finished up and he showed up. Yeah, looks like Colorado music fan. Thanks for joining us. Anyone who wants to know more about these shows, please hit the follow button. And when I do another stream with another artist, you will be notified on your little thing, and it'll say Wreckingroom is streaming. This Sunday, we have Rabblefish, which is a band that's led by a guitar player named Chris Malley, and it's all instrumental. He writes all the songs. He basically comes in with an iPad full of charts, and we just, okay, number whatever, and we play them down. And it's really, really fun. It's really good. And yeah, that's Sunday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time this weekend. So that's that. Back to Taylor, because you are the writer, and tell us about your song called Storymaker.
Yeah. So this is a song about kind of a relationship that really was never meant to be, no matter like how hard like two people try to make it work. It just kind of, you can only like tell the story, you can't always like make the story. So, Storymaker.
It can apply to a lot of us.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. This is Storymaker Taylor Shae on the Wreckingroom channel on volume.com. And I'll count you in.
Holding my tongue until we can say we're done, biding our time, tracing our arrows for whose sake I don't know. It sure ain't my own. Oh, I promised you we'd make it through, but we've got cards to different games. You believed in me and the end is only 3, but these round arounds are quite a shame. There's no telling what I would do, change the story, change the tune, but I ain't no story maker, I'm a teller, and that's the truth. No, I ain't no story maker, I'm a teller, and that's the truth. Follow your star, and I will follow mine. Just don't stray too far. I'll never forget the sound of a closing door. Never heard that sound before.
We can say we knew her when. It's like, yeah, I played with Taylor Shae once. And she's off.
Can you guys just be my regular band?
Well, you never know. That could happen.
You got to put M&Ms in my contract.
Yeah, he needs M&Ms,
okay.
you know.
Okay.
But I'm pretty easy. I just want to have freshies backstage. These things are awesome. So you're gonna tune down this,
Oh yeah.
and I'm gonna just babble while you're tuning down. So yeah, I saw Taylor at the A Lodge. Is that right? The Lodge. A great little spot here in Lyons. They have live music. Detchen Hawk is the host. He's a great songwriter, great singer, R&B artist, and he hosts and has different songwriters come from all over. I think we're kind of going up against him right now on Wednesday. But as long as the weather's good, he's out there. There's little fire pits and stuff, and people hang out and they listen to music. There's a rail car that's the bar. You know, it's totally awesome. And so anyway, we went over there after one of these things or whatever, and boom, I heard her playing this song, and it was just like, what is that? It was just amazing. And so I think you just wrote this song.
Brand new, yeah.
Brand new. This is like the first time it's being played, kind of like with a band.
Totally, yeah.
Oh my God, we better not screw up, you guys. Pressure's on. But yeah, this thing is just it's so powerful, just like a lot of the rest of your stuff. But to me, this one just blew me away when I heard you sing it. So we're looking forward to that. And take your time tuning the guitar, because we know that they could be.
Oh yes.
They could be testy. So you're tuning down to what? Drop.
Just open D.
Open D.
Yeah.
Okay. And Bradley, you're doing the same? Yeah? You can talk to me.
Yeah,
Don't be scared.
Just making sure that the D string is doing what it's supposed to do.
Jimmy D said, light it up. We've got some people here on the chat. I'm looking if there's any questions here. I have a lighter. My neighbor brought me some weed earlier. We're missing out on a lot of stuff over
Living
here.
it up.
In the
We're in the wrong place.
yeah. Yeah, there's all kinds of action going on in the chat over here. Wreckingroom South, hello. Can't wait to see your house down in Santa Fe. Well, thanks, everybody. I think we're going to close it out. Is there anything else, Taylor, that we should let people know about you? I kind of skimmed through your bio and all that kind of stuff. She's like, I'm too busy tuning.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of, I kind of rambled off on the question about how I started writing.
Yes.
It was actually when I started learning guitar. I just felt like natural to start songwriting, and that's kind of one of the reasons I decided to get a guitar. And I remember I was like 16 and like I was like, Dad, take me to the guitar store, and I just like used my whole like whatever savings and just like bought this guitar actually. Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow, so that's
Love
the
it.
sentimental one.
Yeah.
And so do you and your dad play gigs together still?
We
or
do, yeah. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we collaborate a lot also on recording too.
Yeah, it sounded
So-
like a lot of guitar player influence.
Oh,
really,
yeah.
really cool stuff. His name's DR, is that what he goes
RD.
by? RD, sorry.
Other way around.
RD.
Yeah.
And so, do you guys have any gigs coming up together?
Yeah, I think the 2 in January are going to be duo shows. So
Okay.
that'll be fun.
All right, we'll put them on the calendar, try to
Yeah.
make it up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us about Smoke and Lead?
Yeah, I actually kind of did a different a different songwriting process on this one. I just started, like, I opened up like a Logic project and just like put down some cool drums. Not me playing drums, but like programmed drums, and
Right.
And just kind of tune the guitar down, and this is what came out of that.
It's awesome. I love it. All right, this is Smoke and Lead by Taylor Shae on the Wreckingroom channel on volume.com.
Mama always always told me when I was young, the day ain't over till the work is done. Every good gone day when the sun went down, I would work my hands till they bled on the ground. And it goes like, the towns are small and the water runs cold, counting flies through the sin in the cold, counting flies through the sin in the cold. The miles I roam, singing old song, blackbird crows. The wheels turn slow, the sun sets fast and the wheels turn slow. Singing blackbird knows, faces made of smoke and lead. Still waters ahead, but you're still there in the back of my head. In the back of my head, back of my head, back of my head. Feel like smoke and lead, the back of my head, back of my head. Feel like smoke and lead. Met you out on a southern bend, swore that night would be the end. But I could see it all on your face, fire burning, not a soul to save. Soon enough I was cutting ties, just to be by your side. Dreamed far and wide, by the railroad, sleeping till I fell too far. I was yours for the keeping. The towns are small and the water runs cold, counting flies through the sin in the cold, counting flies through the sin in the cold. The miles I roam, singing old song, blackbird crows. The wheels turn slow, the sun sets fast and the wheels turn slow. Singing blackbird knows, faces made with smoke and lead. Still waters ahead, but you're still there in the back of my head. In the back of my head, back of my head, back of my head. You're like smoke and lead, the back of my head, back of my head. You're like smoke and lead. This old town ran us round to the ground. You kicked up dust, though you had my trust. You ran out of luck. Who needs a heart of gold when it's beating cold? Now this story's told. The towns are small and the water runs cold, counting flies through the sin in the cold. Counting flies through the sin in the cold. Miles I roam, singing old song when blackbird crows. The wheels turn slow, the sun sets fast and the wheels turn slow. Singing blackbird knows, faces made with smoke and lead. Still waters ahead, but you're still there in the back of my head. In the back of my head, back of my head, back of my head. You're like smoke and lead, the back of my head, back of my head. You're like smoke and lead, back of my head, back of my head. You're like smoke and lead.
Wow. That was a blast. That was so awesome. Thanks, Taylor, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I broke 2 sticks.
Whoa.
Thanks, Scott. That was great. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Bradley. Thanks to Randy in the booth, Randy Hansen, Christy Rose on the cameras, my wife, Jessie Garland, for helping us out, stage managing. Thanks to Volume.com. We had a great time. We'll see you Sunday. If you want to hear some instrumental funk music, 6 p.m. We'll be right back. Thanks, everyone.